Hi Poho, can you hear me? Okay, great, great. I got back into Nugget yesterday, late day after the, I don't know if it was a Fed meeting or whatever it was, but this thing broke out the intraday highs yesterday. And I got long some, 13,000 shares, a little bit less than in the AM yesterday because the stop is wider. I think I lost like 14,000 bucks on my two starter size losses in the AM yesterday, and then I got back in late day. And I also bought this HMY gold stock, small cap gold stock. Looks really good. I also bought some tiny RLGY. This thing looks, it's a little, there's really nothing here on the daily, unless, it's flagging and all, but on the weekly chart, like, this thing has room, like, takes out this 7 area or 690, and, this thing could go to $8, $9. So, kinda anticipating a potential breakout. Again, it's a very tight stop, so I'll probably get chopped up like I've been for the past couple of weeks. That's okay. That's what small size is for. Also have this NAT on the short side. I have to see if I can even short it, if I have any shares. Yeah, it's easy to borrow, so shouldn't be a problem here. Ideally it pushes to 4. Unless it goes to like high 3s or low 4s or something, I'm not gonna be very excited about it. Market is gapping up a little bit. My feeling is it's gonna fade. I'm gonna fade the gap, but I don't know. We're in this little downtrend here. And we're just gapping up into these declining resistance areas, these declining moving averages. Not very exciting. Okay, so the market is open now. I'm thinking about raising my stop on this IPHI. Yeah, I'm gonna raise it a little bit. Smallinkrot is still building higher lows. You see, past week it's been building higher lows all the way. But it cannot break this declining 20-day that's been acting as a resistance for this, most of this year. It's not breaking higher, it's not breaking lower. This NAT has established a range now, a kind of short-term opening range. I'm not gonna short it if it breaks the opening range. I want it to go higher because it's not up that much. It's only up like 55% over the past 3-4 sessions. So yeah, I really want this thing to go to 4. China is gapping up. Yeah, exactly. The trade deal news. It's hard to trade those things unless you're a short-term trader. It's gonna drive you nuts. But one has to pay attention to the longer-term charts, especially China. Like China is kind of tightening up. It's building a triangle formation, higher lows for the past 6 months or 5 months or whatever this is. Have to follow the price. Okay, so NAT is trying to go green now. Let's look at my scans. Okay, Roku gapped up and now it's fading a little bit. Netflix, did they release some subscriber numbers or something? I think they did. It does look like a bearish chart, getting rejected of this declining 20-day. I mean, this thing has been going up for 10 years straight pretty much, or at least like 6 years straight, so. And now it's been dead money for 2 years. The chart looks very weak. what are the indices doing? Are we selling off yet? Nope, we are holding up so far. Like if you look at the SPYs for the past 5 years, you kinda don't want the 200-day to break. Like every time the 200-day breaks, you know, we get a nice little flush. And then last year it broke the 200. We had a 3-4 month correction. So I don't know. That needs to break down or break out of this little range here. As long as it stays inside, it's gonna be shop, shop, shop. Same thing with Nasdaq and pretty much every other major index. Now we have some alerts triggering. Yeah, USLV. Another great setup here. Roku. I'm a little bit annoyed I got stopped out last week. A little bit annoyed. HMY going higher, Nugget is going a bit higher. I'm waiting for the chart to load. Well, I got stopped out of this reality starter. Why is this Malincrot triggering an alert? It's not even close to the trend line. Must have been some old alerts, but now it's kind of red on the day. Now it's red on the day. So Nat's green, starting to approach high threes. This is exactly what I wanted. Can we get another 20-30 cents at least? That would be great. Oh yeah, this is great. Definitely starting to. I'm gonna put it on my trading. I'm gonna prepare an order in case it goes to like $4 very fast. Yeah, not much in my scans right now. TAB is up. Why is this thing up? Is it because of China strength? Or did it have stock specific news? Let's see here. Nope, no stock specific news from what I can see. Yeah, now it's just wait, 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 wait. It's all about waiting. Oh, I'll go through yesterday's breakouts and breakdowns. So this CrowdStrike had a great day trading opportunity on the short side in it. Shui also, but Shui actually, I think it took out the intraday highs late day. Yeah, almost. Beyond Meat, this one actually didn't have any follow through at all. But I was looking at it for a longer term swing, but I don't want to pay borrow fees. This gold kinda triggered yesterday, but you know, it looks just like nugget, and there are some ETFs that look exactly like it, like GDX, GDXJ, etc. So there's no point in doing a bunch of individual gold stocks when you can do the ETFs. Same thing, PVG looks exactly the same. Silver, well, silver looks, this is the silver ETF looks a bit different. There's no real setup here at all. KL, another gold name. This one I'm long, another gold name. This thing really didn't break out yesterday, but this one also kinda just minimal breakouts. So those were the ones that I put into my back watch list. Notable movers from yesterday. JCPenney is trying to take a leg higher. I got questions according to day trading again. In your day trading days, did you look for gappers before market open and trade their opening high-low range or first candle? Yes, that's exactly what I did. You look at the gappers, you find them, the news gappers, and then you trade them. And news gappers, I mostly did them on the long side, because I feel like long side is easier. The short side ones are usually, I don't know, I find them harder. But it depends on market conditions also. And then there are the ones like Shui, like that are up like 3, 4, 5 days in a row. And then that on that third or fourth or fifth day, you look for an opening range low. You know, stocks are just extended and that have been going straight up for a while, and then you look for weakness and short term, either for day trades or swing trades. Which scan do you use for finding opportunities like CRWD? I feel like looking on too much chart. CRWD was one of my fundamental watch lists, because you know it's a recent IPO, has decent growth. So I always track those kinds of stocks that have growth, and especially stocks that have growth and are recent IPOs. I have them on my watch list always. I don't think any of my scans would have picked this one up, or maybe wait. So it was up like what, 20% in 1, 2, 3, 4 sessions. Maybe this scan would have picked it up. 5-day gainer scanning for stocks that are up 17% in the past 5 sessions. Maybe that one would have picked it up. I don't know. Well, opening range, it could be the first 1-minute candle, it could be the first 5-minute candle, could be the first 15, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You want to get as tight of a stop as possible. That's all that matters. Like for me, I define the opening range as both the 1-minute and 5-minute, and also like the first 30-minute. That could also be the opening range. Oh, CrowdStrike. Oh, sorry. Yeah, same. Recent IPO with high growth. Exactly. It's the same goes for this one. Yeah, this one was probably in this scan. Let's see. 5-day gainers. It doesn't satisfy the volume criteria, so it's not gonna turn up there. Yeah, this was, I'm 95% certain this turned up in my 5-day gainer scan. But I also have it on my watch list, so. So Nugget looks like it's turning lower. HMY is still above yesterday's highs. JCP looks pretty strong. IPHI looks pretty strong too. And NAT, oh, it actually hit 393. Look at that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start looking for some opportunities here on that. I'm not super excited for it. I'm not gonna do any crazy size, but I'm looking for a trade where I can risk, say, 10 cents with slippage to make, I don't know, 40, 50 cents. But I'm not gonna do any crazy size. It's kind of a thin and low price stock, so maybe I'll do 25,000 shares or something. Just because I'm bored, like, not because I'm excited about. I think there is an edge here, but this is not gonna be a big money making opportunity for me. So if you guys can hear some chewing sounds, it's because I'm eating sushi. Come on, Nat. I'm trying to get into Snap. I missed my entry. I missed my entry. Okay, now I got filled tiny. I'm gonna risk 10 cents on this thing, like I said. Or maybe I'll do more than 25,000. No, I can't because I'm not getting filled. Whatever, I'm not gonna chase this thing. What did the other tankers do? Like Fro? Yeah, these things didn't have as big of a move. I don't know why this Nat had such a big move. Well, you know, it's a very beaten down name. Been pretty much going straight sideways for 2 years. Oh, come on. Oh, I only got filled 6,000 shares. Come on, go higher, go higher. Oh, good. Fill me, come on. Yeah, so I'm gonna use this 392 as my stop. And see if it can go to like 340s or something, or 330s. It's gonna be a short-term swing trade. It's easy to borrow, so I don't have to pay any fees or anything. So I don't think I'm gonna make more than, I mean, if it goes to like, oh sorry, what is this? Nat. So even if I make like 40 cents on this, I'll make 10k tops, which is not, you know, again, it's not gonna be a big money making trade. because it's so thin. But I'm still partially filled only. There's a couple of gold stocks that didn't break out yesterday together with gold. One is Ego, and the other one is this KGC. Very good looking tight patterns on these. But they are showing relative weakness since they didn't break out with the overall gold theme yesterday. Oh, come on. Go back to 382. I need to get filled. So what I saw in this trade is it's up 4 days in a row, right? It's up like 65%. And that the first signs of weakness, this is the 1 minute chart. So gap down, went green, had a push to this high threes, low fours like I talked about. And then once it started showing weakness, which it did here, it kind of took out this little bit of range it had built. It's easier to see it than no, it's not easier to see, but it pretty much took out this previous 5 minute candle lows. So there you could put a set stop. So it's all about the risk reward. And oh, come on, it's oh man, I got filled on a quarter of my shares. I'm telling you guys, I'm not as fast as I used to be. I'm slow as fuck. Because I'm eating sushi at the same time. Stupid sushi. I would be up like 5,000 right now instead of 1,000 or 4,000. The sushi cost me 3,000 bucks at least. The most expensive sushi I've ever eaten. Or actually the most expensive food I've ever eaten, I think. Oh well. But I'm not gonna cover here. I think it can go back into 340s. Yeah, my Twitter feed is completely dead. Okay, so now we took out the opening range highs on the SPYs. I probably even shouldn't look at this thing. It's gonna, you know, it will drive me nuts, especially when these things are in ranges. But I have nothing else to do, literally. Tesla. Oh yeah. Yeah, it does have a range here, actually. $4 or $5, over 246. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's too small of a move for me, but I mean, this thing this thing could be both a bull flag and a bear flag. That's the beauty of technical analysis. You see what you believe. But you know, if it breaks to the downside, it's gonna be a bear flag. If it breaks to the upside, it will be a bull flag. Yeah, maybe in a couple of days, if it breaks to the upside here, I may even do that trade. If I can get in with a really tight stop, like $2-3 or something, this thing could easily go up $20-30. That's a good risk reward. Like Tesla is probably one of the stocks I've traded the most over the years. It's a big ranges, both to the up and to the downside. But I haven't traded much over the past couple of months. What's NAP doing? Is it going... Now it's just going sideways. Stop going down for now. Will you ever wait for a break then bid, or always looking for a low risk Momo setup? I don't know what you mean. Will you ever wait for a break then bid, or you all like Tesla? Will you wait for a range break then? No, I don't bid lower. Well, sometimes I do. Like if it goes like straight up a lot, like let's say it goes up $4 in a minute, I'm not gonna chase that candle. Then I'm gonna wait for a bid. I'm gonna put in a bid a little bit lower. But mostly I just buy as they break out. Are you still swing short Tesla? No, I'm not. I haven't traded Tesla for a while, I think. I don't remember when I traded Tesla. I think I traded a couple of weeks ago, or was it a couple of months ago? I don't even remember. I know I was short earlier this year. I had some good short trades on it, but yeah, more than that I don't remember. Thought you were short a few days ago. Was I short a few days ago? No, I was looking to potentially short it if it broke below this range here. But I don't think I was short. I have a really bad memory. I don't remember most of my trades. I remember very few trades. The most notable ones. But I literally don't remember 90% of my trades from like last week. Yeah, I did short. Okay, I don't. Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, it gapped down because they missed their estimates. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah. The opening range lows. Which day was that? I don't even know. Yeah. I remember now. I took 2 losses on it. Yeah. First, I took a loss on it because I anticipated the breakdown, got stopped out. Then it broke down. I chased it a little bit, had a nice trade, and then I got stopped out for a small loss because it rallied back later. Yeah, okay, now I remember. Yep. That is true. Was there a hit piece on this MPWR today? I think there was. Spruce Point Capital. Okay, let's look at some scans. They're probably going to be pretty empty. This Carvana doesn't look bad. Found some support at this rising moving average, putting in higher lows over the past week. Has a little bit of range break here, but again, I think it's gonna fail. Unless the markets break out of their range. Roku. Oh, Roku is holding up really well. Looks like it's gonna take out the intraday highs. Come on. Roku, don't do it. Roku has been one of my biggest trades this year. I had 2 $300,000 trades this year. Two of my biggest trades one was Roku on this earnings gap up. Now I didn't make 300k. I was up 300k at one point, but then I gave a lot of it back when it when it crashed. And then Nugget also when I bought the breakout here. This one also I was up 300k. Wow, okay, but I don't think I made 300k on it. I need to update my journals. I'm slacking a bit. I haven't updated my journal in like 2 months. Or nah, not 2 months, maybe a month and a half. So I really believe the big money is on the long side. Multi-week and multi-month moves. Roku and Nugget oversized at entry. I don't know what you mean by oversized, but I didn't have like crazy size on them. Like this Nugget, this thing almost tripled. And the thing is, I got some sick risk rewards. Now I can see the 60-minute shot. Oh wait, yeah, here. Like this Nugget, you can see the opening range highs are somewhere like 17, and I think I had like $1 stop or less than $1 stop on it. It ran up $30. So at one point I was up 30 times my initial risk. And same with Roku. I bought it on opening range highs. I don't know exactly where it was, but I don't think I risked more than maybe $2 on it, and it ran up $100. So I must have made, I was probably up like 40, 50 times my initial risk. So you don't even need to take like huge amount of size to make big money on these kinds. If you catch something like this, you don't need to make a lot of risk, because if you risk like say 0.5% of your account on a trade, and it goes up 30 times your risk, you're up 15% overall. Now I usually scale out into strength, but you get the point. You catch a few big movers like this per year, after not that many years, you don't have to work a day in your life. Doesn't take that many years. Five-minute, yeah, I did the 1 and the 5-minute. Well, the thing with 60-minute charts is the first candle is the first 30 minutes. Yeah, 1 and 5 mostly. Sometimes the first 60-minute candle also, which is the first 30 minutes pretty much, since the trading days are 6.5 hours long. So the first 60-minute candle is always the first 30 minutes. Yeah, exactly. And sometimes I do them pre-market also, if I see something very good. I don't know if I did Roku pre-market, but many times I do it like, let's say I buy some pre-market and then I buy like the opening range highs on the first minute candle, and then I add even more on the 5-minute candle. So I kind of add higher. Yeah, exactly. Roku is breaking out over this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Nat got rejected at the VWAP intraday. And VWAP is an intraday indicator I only look at on these kinds of extended shorts. I don't even know what the hell this VWAP is, but I found it works really well on certain kinds of stocks, these extended momentum stocks. There is something magical about it. I don't know what it is, but there is something magical about it. And if I find out what this VWAP is, maybe it stops working. So I don't even want to know what it is. I just know that it works. Roku, which is also the high of the 5-minute candle. Oh, you mean this? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, in this case, since the first candle was the highest candle, so this was the breakout over the 1-minute candle, the 5-minute candle, and the 60-minute candle. This stock is getting so pumped everywhere, like Twitter, stock tweets, seeking alpha. There's so many pumps on this thing. Okay, so Tesla and this China ETF just triggered. Heck, will I buy this yin? Should I buy it? It's tight stop. I mean, you risk like 12 cents with slippage. I don't know. I'm gonna do small size. I just did 12,000 tiny shares. Risk 10 cents. Literally no risk in this thing. Tiny position. Just to keep myself awake. I'm looking at ASH chart, is major China ETF. And this thing, you know, the 200-day has turned higher. It recently found, like literally yesterday and last week, it found support in a rising 200-day, and now it's kind of breaking higher. I don't know. It's kind of bullish. Unless it breaks down, it's in my eyes, this is a bullish chart. Like all the bad news about recession and trade wars and I don't know, everything going to hell, but you know, the chart looks like a bull flag. Oh, NIT took out the intraday lows. My sushi is getting expensive, more and more expensive by the minute. So far, the sushi has cost me about 4,000, I think. You know what? I'm gonna cover this NAT. So I made 1,400 on it. Whatever. It's just such a small position. I don't care about this thing. Just a waste of my time. It goes lower. It goes lower. I mean, even if it goes like 30 cents lower, it's not gonna. It wouldn't have made me any meaningful money. Like everything I have is tiny positions, except this nugget. I think nugget is my largest position, but it's not even that big. It's just kind of smallish also. Yeah, no, this was definitely not 3-star Michelin. No, it's decent sushi, but nothing special. No, it's good sushi, but it's not 3-star, not 3 Michelin stars. No. But yeah, pro tip: don't eat in the first 30 minutes after the market open. Not a good idea, even on slow days. So how much did it cost me? So I got filled the quarter size. So what? 3 times 1,400. So 4,200. Yeah. $4,200. $4,200,000 sushi. No, not 42. Yeah, 4,200. 4,200. I'm just gonna log in my game so I don't get kicked out of the server. DDS, it's getting pumped as a potential infinity squeeze. Like this guy on Twitter, Mox Reports. He says there's no float left. Like there's a 70% short interest, and like the company has been buying its own shares, so the tradable float is tiny, and it's gonna infinity squeeze. I don't know about that, but in case it's gonna do that, I want to be in. It's a thin stock, you know. You can't really buy more than maybe 3,000-4,000 shares of this thing. But heck, if it goes to $100, I want to be there. I want to be there. So that's why I'm stalking it. I want in on the infinity squeeze. So he says 89% of the float is sold short. Now I don't believe that. There's no way almost 90% of the float is short. Now 70% is more believable. I've seen stocks with 70% short interest before, but 90%, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, things are really slow. So I'm thinking about cutting the stream soon. This gold is really bull flagging nicely here. Silver also, I think. Yeah, no, silver is a bit more choppy, but this gold this is a nice looking flag. And last time gold had a big move was between 2005 and 2011. Gold had a big multi-year move. So why can't they have a multi-year move this time also? Long range break had several years of higher lows, and now it broke out and now it's flagging. That's what I'm betting on. This is why I took 2 losses in Nugget yesterday on starter size. Because this thing could go much higher. FXI, yeah, this is China too. Yeah. Kind of had higher lows for the past few months, you know. These are signs you have to look at. I mean, the chart itself, it's kind of middle of a range, but it did have like higher lows and some trade deal rumors. It's probably gonna gap down below my stop tomorrow. This yin probably gonna. I wouldn't be surprised if it gaps down below my stop, but I have tiny shares. So it doesn't really matter. Now NAT is going lower. Oh man, wouldn't it be annoying if it goes like 320 today? Oh well. So Tesla. For a day trader, there may be a setup here, but for me, it's just it's kind of choppy. Right now. Oh, so Tesla is rumored to be starting the Gigafactory production on October 14th. Interesting. That's what, next week? Yeah, next Monday. Do you buy in the money options to get more leverage on your trades, or is it always stock? No, I tried options and they're not for me. I think you have a less of an edge trading options. Like it's so much more easy. It's so much easier to lose money because you have the time factor and all the other things, and you know it's just too complicated for me. I don't get it. Like I don't get it. Just trading regular stocks. Like sometimes I get exotic and trade these triple ETFs, but options, nah, nope. I think the leverage you can get from a normal broker, like 100%, 400% or whatever it is intraday and 100% overnight, that's That's more than enough. You don't need more leverage. You do not need more leverage than that. You're just gonna blow up if you use more leverage than that, in my opinion. Yeah, no, options are not for me. Alright, I'm gonna check my scans one more time and then I'm gonna go to my hourly rotation where I do scans and check my positions, my watch list and Twitter. Oh, GNRC. I think this is up because there's rumored to be a electricity shortage in California or something. I think I read something like that on Twitter. And I think these guys make generators. Yeah, hurricane plate. This thing has been pumped several years as a hurricane plate because they make generators. So I think that's why it's going up, because there's going to be an electricity shortage or something like that. I don't even know. It's too thin anyways. I would trade it, but it's very thin. Bitcoin. See, I'm gonna put an alert here because it looks like it's kind of bottoming. It found support above this rising 200-day, and yeah, maybe it breaks out. Not today, but maybe tomorrow or later, or like next week or something. Yeah, so okay, so there was nothing new in scans. My positions look. Yin is where I bought it. JC Penney's holding up nicely. IPHI is holding up nicely. Apps is, this is a longer term position. HMY is holding up. Nugget is kind of weak. Now I'm a little bit red on it since the late day buy yesterday. Yeah, so there's probably not gonna be much more action the rest of the day. Well, what's NAT doing? Let's look at NAT. 350s. Oh, it actually hit 340s, like I thought. Yeah, 347. Covered it a bit too early. Yeah, $4,200 sushi. That's what you get for eating in the first half hour of the day, or after the open, the first half hour after the open. Alright guys, thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. And have a great